The gym went dead silent the moment Ty Pitbull Ragger threw his gloves at Tom Cruise's feet and yelled, "Fight me, Hollywood, or walk out like a coward." Tom did not move. Not yet. Just moments earlier, things were different. Tom had been quietly standing near the wall at Apex MMA, wearing a black hoodie, unbothered by the chaos around him. Fighters grunting, pads slamming, cameras rolling for a local fight documentary. But across the room, a 17-year-old fighter named Raul struggled. Nervous, clumsy, lost in footwork drills while his coach scrolled Instagram. Tom stepped up. Quiet but firm. "Lift your rear heel. Breathe slower. Pivot." Raul nodded, surprised, but listened. Ty noticed. His ego boiled instantly. He cut his mitt work short, stormed over, and barked. "You training kids now, movie man." Tom stayed calm, just helping him stay upright. Ty laughed cold. "You think your black belt means anything here?" He stepped in close, eyes blazing. "This is my cage, my rules." Tom met his glare. "Then teach your fighters like it matters." That line hit deep. Ty's smirk dropped. The gym hushed as he tossed the gloves at Tom's feet. "Let's see if you fight as good as you act." The crowd edged closer. Phones lifted, breath held. Tom knelt, picked up the gloves, and slowly stood. And with a cold stare that sliced through Ty's swagger, he said, "You're about to get a lesson Hollywood never taught you. Cue the silence. Cue the fear. Cue the fight." Before we proceed, like and subscribe to catch Tom Cruise's epic face-off with cocky MMA fighter. And comment where you're watching from today. The smell of sweat, canvas, and metal-filled Apex MMA, a gritty Vegas gym known for turning local beasts into cage legends. Fighters pounded heavy bags, the air cracked with pad smacks, and a Bluetooth speaker thumped deep bass under the roar of grunts and coaches' commands. Near the octagon cage, cameras filmed for an underground fight. Docuseries, focusing on the gym's poster boy, Ty Pitbull Ragger, local champ, undefeated, loud, and carved like a tank. But Tom Cruise was not there for the cameras. He slipped in quiet, hoodie up, posture relaxed, but alert. No entourage, no press, just a man passing through town who still respected the grind. He kept to the back wall, arms folded, eyes scanning the chaos. That is when he noticed the kid. Raul, 17, wiry frame, bruised forearms, tried to copy footwork drills in front of a cracked mirror. Sweat dripped down his brow. His legs moved out of rhythm, stumbling as he reset. In the corner. His coach half-watched while texting, again, the coach muttered without looking up. Raul nodded, unsure. Tom stepped in. Respectful. "Shift your rear heel. Keep your weight under you." Raul blinked at him. "Sir, try it. You'll feel the difference." Raul nodded, adjusted, stepped, and the movement flowed smoother. His eyes lit up, but across the room, Ty saw it. Mid-rap, he froze, his gaze locked on Tom, coaching his fighter. A beat. Then he threw his raps down. Ty stomped across the mat like a pit bull off-leash. No warm-up, no warning. "Hey," he barked. "You holding a class now?" Tom turned slowly. "Just helping?" Ty scoffed, looking Tom up and down. "Helping? You're in my gym touching my fighters without asking." Tom kept calm. He needed one tip. That's all. Ty stepped closer, veins bulging at his temples. "You think that black belt makes you somebody here?" Tom tilted his head. "I think it means something when a kid is trying and nobody's helping him." Ty's grin twisted. The music faded under the tension. Fighters stopped mid-sparring. Phones tilted. Tom stood his ground. Raul shrank back. Ty dropped his gloves to the floor. They thudded like thunder. Then let's see if you can teach me something, movie man. Tom didn't flinch. But the entire gym already knew this was not sparring. This was war waiting to happen. The gym froze. Ty's gloves lay on the mat between them like a challenge dropped in stone. All eyes locked on Tom, but he just stared at them without blinking. Raoul backed into the shadows wide-eyed. Coaches leaned over ropes. Some fighters whispered, others raised phones. Ty's ego filled the room like smoke. Tom didn't pick up the gloves. Not yet. Ty paced like a predator. Come on, man. You walk in here with your hoodie and movie lines. Think you're better than us? He motioned to the fighters around them. You think that Hollywood black belt means anything on real mats? Tom replied low and measured. I didn't come here to fight. Ty leaned in, teeth bared. You already did. Tom's jaw twitched. Raoul looked up, barely breathing. Sir, you don't have to. Tom raised a hand to stop him. Not in anger, just calm control. Then Ty did it. He shoved Tom hard. Tom staggered one step back. Not from force, but out of respect for distance. The silence cracked. Someone gasped. A water bottle clinked to the floor. Tom looked down slowly, then up again. You really want this? He asked. Ty smirked. I want everyone to see this. The words echoed. Phones came up higher. One guy whispered, we're about to see Ty drop Cruz in 30 seconds. Tom didn't blink. He reached down, picked up the gloves, pulled them on. No flexing, no hype, just readiness. Ty jogged back into the cage, and motioned for the bell to ring, even though no official was calling this. This was personal now. Raw. Unscripted. Tom stepped in. No more tension. Just two men. One fueled by pride. The other by calm discipline. The cage door shut with a click. Ty bounced on his heels. Let's see if your chin's real or just edited in post. Tom nodded once. The crowd pressed in. It was time. Ty Rager bounced on the balls of his feet, body coiled like a predator inside the cage. His sweat glistened under the gym lights, muscles flexing, eyes locked on Tom Cruise with the arrogance of someone who had never lost a local fight. Tom stood quiet, shoulders relaxed, hood pulled back. The crowd packed in tighter. No coaches now, just fighters, trainers, phones filming from every angle. A few whispered bets. Most expected a quick finish. The moment the imaginary bell rang, Ty exploded. He launched a snapping jab that Tom slipped. But Ty had no intention of pacing himself. He followed with a violent low kick that cracked across Tom's thigh. The sound made even a heavyweight near the cage wince. Tom stepped back, adjusting his stance. Ty stalked. Come on, movie star. Ty hissed, sending another kick. This time a teepee to the body. Tom grunted, blocking with his elbow, but the force pushed him back a step. Ty didn't let up. He threw a left hook clean, then a right uppercut that just grazed Tom's chin, but the impact still rocked him slightly. Tom's jaw tightened. Ty surged forward with another flurry. Two quick jabs, a low calf kick, then a spinning back fist that nearly clipped Tom's temple. Tom ducked late. Not too late, but close. Not used to guys that hit back. Ty barked. Tom circled left. Come, breathing slow. His left arm hung loose, a trap, but Ty was too cocky to see it. Ty jabbed again. Then a sidekick to the gut. Tom blocked, but the foot landed partially. He staggered for half a second. Ty pointed. He's hurt. The crowd tensed. Tom rolled his shoulders once. No reply, but his jaw was bleeding now. A red streak ran down to his collar. Tai closed and fast, throwing knees now. One caught Tom's side. Another was blocked, but forced him against the cage wall. Tai pinned him briefly, elbowing his shoulder, trying to break down his base. Tom took the pressure. Silent, measuring, Tai backed off, then spun again with a wild hook. Tom ducked barely, but Tai's boot connected with Tom's ribs from the side. A clean shot. Tom stumbled. One coach whispered, "He's going to get dropped." Tai felt it, too. He moved in for the kill. But Tom, he breathed right there, mid-pressure. He breathed deep through the pain. And then it changed. Tai went in swinging again. Another heavy hook meant to finish the round. But Tom was no longer absorbing. He was calculating. The moment Tai's shoulder rolled forward, Tom snapped a jab into his throat. Not hard, just enough to make Tai flinch. And that half-second flinch was all he needed. Tom pivoted left, fired a right cross to the liver. Tai gasped, then came a jab, then another. Tai's defense started cracking. Tom with surgical speed threw a lead elbow that slashed across Tai's eyebrow. Blood sprayed. Tai flinched and backed up, but Tom followed. 1, 2, jab, jab, then a low kick to the calf. Tai's leg buckled. Tom circled again, unrelenting. Calm, but dangerous now. Tai screamed and launched a wild right. Tom slipped inside, delivered a thunderous knee to the stomach, then twisted his body for a clean sweep. Tai slammed to the canvas. The crowd gasped. Tom backed off. Let him rise. It was not done. This was no stunt reel. This was calculated discipline. Tai stood shaking, blood dripping from his eyebrow and nose. Tom raised his left hand, feinting. Tai flinched. Tom capitalized. Fake jab. Real right elbow to the temple. Crack. Tai stumbled. Disoriented. Tom used that moment. Stepped in close. Not so loud now, he said, quiet but audible. Then came the final barrage. One low kick, one hook to the liver. Tai groaned. Tom grabbed his wrist mid-swing, twisted and shoulder threw him straight into the mat. Tai tried to roll up, but Tom was already crouched beside him like a storm coiled in human form. He pulled Tai up just enough, then launched a brutal, jaw-snapping right hook. Boom! Tai's legs folded. His body slumped sideways. The gym went silent. Tom stood over him, sweat dripping, brow bleeding, heart rate steady. Then the chaos came. Cheers, phones, shouting. Tom did not lift his arms. He did not speak. He just looked around at the stunned gym, then walked over to Raoul, still standing wide-eyed near the edge of the cage, and said, "Now that was a real lesson in footwork." The gym stood frozen. Seconds felt like minutes. Tai Rager's body lay still on the mat, blood trailing from his busted brow onto the floor. His chest rose and fell, but the confidence that had filled him just moments ago was gone, obliterated. Tom Cruise remained standing in the center, bruised, but balanced. Blood traced down his jaw, soaking into his hoodie's collar. He did not look down at Tai. He looked out at every fighter who had doubted him, every coach who thought he was just a movie star playing tough, every teen in the back who watched in disbelief. His breath slowed, his fists dropped. Raoul, still frozen near the cage wall, stared in awe. His hands were clenched around the gym towel he had used earlier to mop sweat. Now he gripped it like a flag. Tom turned, met the kid's wide eyes, and gave him a single nod. Nothing dramatic, just a message passed from warrior to student. That was how it is done. Two trainers finally rushed in to check on Tai. They gently rolled him onto his back, fanning his face. A medic knelt beside them. Ty groaned once, barely conscious. His corner avoided eye contact with everyone as they hauled him out of the cage. Shoulders slumped. Pride shattered. Phones stayed up. Some stopped recording and just watched. Tom stepped down from the mat. No roar of triumph. No hands raised. The gym manager, who had once waved him off as a visitor, now stood at the door with his mouth open, not daring to say a word. Tom passed him without even a glance. He walked into the cool hallway, silence trailing behind like a shadow, and disappeared through the exit. No interview, no post-fight flex, just truth delivered. The dust had settled, but the impact lingered. No victory pose, no shout, no celebration, just Tom's footsteps fading into the hallway, leaving behind silence thicker than applause. What remained wasn't just the image of a man standing tall, but the echo of a lesson everyone in that gym felt deep in their bones. True strength never announces itself. It does not wear ego-like armor or throw punches for attention. It moves with purpose, speaks with control, and strikes only when the moment demands it. Tom Cruise did not come to fight, but when forced, he showed the difference between hype and honor, between a fighter who performs and a fighter who endures. Ty yelled. Tom listened. Ty flexed. Tom focused. Ty fought to prove something. Tom fought because someone needed to. The gym would remember it not because of the knockout, but because of what it meant. Respect is not claimed. It is earned. Quietly. And as the final phones were lowered and whispers passed between stunned trainers and inspired teens, one truth settled into the room like a final breath. The quietest fighter in the room is usually the one who already is.